Last week was rough. I seriously considered giving up on this series. I felt so lost and hopeless, and everything just felt so random. But then I realized how narrow-minded I was thinking. All of the strategies that I had were good, but they were only good in specific scenarios. That's when we started talking about the three intentions in neutral: taking space, controlling space, and giving or maintaining space. I want to develop a really good sense of awareness of my opponent's intentions in neutral. I don't need to know exactly what they're going to do, but I'd like to be able to categorize it and learn when it's going to happen. While I was analyzing this Ryu set, I realized that my positioning makes a big difference in what options the opponent wants to pick. Yep, I hit him once, so now I feel like he should jump or fireball, or maybe sweep. There's jump, but again, the same thing. I'm trying to swing here when I shouldn't be. I'm trying to swing here when I shouldn't be, and I get hit for it. Oh, I didn't, but I could have. You have to do whatever. And this is the third time now where it's just happened to be at the same time while I was doing stand heavy kick. So that doesn't feel like luck anymore. The third time that's happened. Let's look at this. Let's look at this. Let's look at this. I'm walking forward and then he jumps. So was he just reacting to me walking forward? Where's the other ones that happened on? Here, right? Let's look at this. Yeah. I didn't walk forward, but I stepped forward. I took his space unexpectedly, and he got scared and jumped. But yeah, I was moving forward when this happened. I walked forward. And oh, actually, yeah. I walked forward, but that time I walked backwards afterwards to catch the jump. Block that. I'm forward back right here, and because I was close enough, now he jumps. Right? Let's look back at this one. I get close. I'm too close. He doesn't like that. Now he jumps. So look at this one. I'm moving forward. He doesn't like that. He jumps. So it's got to be something with positioning. For sure. It's got to be positioning. Whenever the Ryu felt like I was going to invade his space, he jumped. And I was able to capitalize on that. Sometimes. My anti-airs are still really bad, but I knew it was coming, and that's the part that matters. I was kind of doing the same thing with this Geef here too. I started shimmying in and out of range, and then pressing knee if he wasn't pressing anything. I think it started to make him try to control space more and keep me out, which meant I could have had some great whiff punishes. The same thing with Cammy. I walked forward and he jumped in. Yeah, I'm like, I want to walk forward and then press this button on you, but he jumps at the same time. He jumps as I'm walking forward, just like the other guy did. So, bruh, instead of me walking forward and pressing a button, I should just walk forward and see what happens. Like, that's definitely what I've learned so far from this strategy. So many times I've walked forward and they've pressed something. I'm walking forward commandingly, right? Like I'm really about to come and get you, because I've been pressing forward for almost half a second and not just like a, you know, little shimmy. Pressing forward for half a second looks like I'm gonna come hit you. And guess what? It's obvious. I am. So let me just walk forward and see what happens. That's I think really important for me to know now. I gotta use my positioning as a tool to see what they want to do. When I fought this Jerry player, I wanted to walk forward and pressure to see what they did. It conflicted though, because he was already drive rushing or doing heavy and stuff like that, so I played keep out. Yeah, he's pressing stuff already. Does that mean I need to be pressing stuff like this? I controlled the space in front of me. Oh, I was right. Dude. Wait a minute. I realized I couldn't walk forward because he was doing so much drive rush and heavies and just stuff. Like, he was already going forward before I could. So I did keep out. I'm gonna keep out again. Once I established that, he started doing more crouching medium kick. He went from taking space immediately to controlling space. Since he was so stubborn about controlling the space in front of him, that gave me opportunity for my heavy kick. Now, here's the main thing I learned today. I don't have to press an attack button to take space. I can walk forward. And walking forward is good because I can pressure their space without actually committing to a button. Walking forward loses to people who want to control the space in front of them. Controlling space beats taking space. However, walk down works as a great pressure tool against people who are giving space. Taking space beats giving space. Taking space with walk down loses to controlling space with keep out moves. That means I can fake the walk down and begin to maintain space so that I can whiff punish that keep out tool. Giving or maintaining space beats controlling space. Now, of course, this does have some exceptions. Give usually beats control, but giving space to a fireball, which is a controlling move, is a bad thing, because you can't really whiff punish it. I think this concept works in terms of raw normals, not including any special moves or jumps. If we're talking about straight up footsies, I think I've broken it down into its fundamentals. Now, I could be talking out my ass. I'm no pro player, of course, but I am going to spend more time this week trying to apply and tweak those fundamentals. I was able to walk down this Blanca player super well. My positioning has gotten way better over the past few hours, but even though I know he's gonna try to invade my space eventually, I'm not sure exactly which things to look for. At first I thought I should walk down and then start pressing my standing medium kick to stop him in advance, but I think in this case it's better to try to react to different options. I'll try to react to things once I've established positional dominance. If I haven't established that yet, I'll use my standing medium kick preemptively to start commanding it. Now sometimes when I'm trying to preemptively control the space in front of me, I would lose when they tried to retaliate. Most keep out tools are a little minus, so that makes sense. Instead of mindlessly keeping out, I think I should only press standing medium kick until I think they're about to retaliate. So I'll just tap him once, instead of playing keep out like crazy, I'll just tap him once and see. If I'd pressed another standing medium kick there, I would have risked getting hit. In my last match of the day, I lost to another Jamie. I feel like sometimes I can't be preemptive or reactive. Versus him, I couldn't react to drive rush, and even when I tried to catch it preemptively, I got whiff punished. I don't know, I'm much more aware of at least my opponent's intentions. Like, I know that the drive rush is coming, I know it's going to be, jump or drive rush or take space, essentially. But it's hard to figure out what my solution is to those things. Either way, I do feel like I'm playing better than I have before. Next week, I'm going to continue to refine the fundamentals that I've set and figure out the best way to stop people from taking space. I'm finally starting to see improvement. It's funny how that happens right after I thought about giving up. Today's been my first positive session in weeks.